Would you like to know what's beyond this universe? Well, listen up and I'll tell you. I've just come out of a meditation with my higher self and I've been shown some amazing things. I've been shown what this universe is, how it works, what it's like outside of this universe and beyond. So first of all, I asked my higher self to show me what this reality is, what I'm experiencing now as I was meditating under my pyramid. What is this, what I'm experiencing? And I was shown a sea of light, and I was shown lights being shone into this sea, and each one of these lights was a consciousness, and each one of those lights is like us. So we are being projected into this sea of light consciousness, which is this universe. But let's just handle the 3D to start with. So we're experiencing this life. It feels real, it feels solid, but from an bigger perspective, I was shown it's our consciousness what's been beamed into this sea of the holographic matrix, if you want to call it that, and that's what we experience in this. So I said, so is the other dimensions above this, is that a different reality altogether? And my higher self said, no, it's all part of this 15-dimensional light matrix with all this big sea of all these different dimensions from the first right up to the 15th. It's all this same reality where our consciousness is being beamed in from beyond the 15 dimensions. And beyond the 15 dimensions is where your highest version of yourself resides with Source, all as one consciousness. So anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. I'll tell you how I got there. So basically I said then, okay, so how do we go from this third dimension up to a fourth, up to a fifth, up to a sixth? What do we have to do? And all I was shown was just like I've tried to explain before, but I was shown very graphically, it's just a frequency. So it's not that this earth won't exist no more. It's not the fifth dimension, the sixth dimension doesn't exist now. It all exists now. It just depends on the projection of our frequency from our self, basically, and what we're vibrating at when we're in this light matrix. So at the moment we're all vibrating between 3, 4 and 5 on the dimensional scale. Some of us higher, some of us lower on this planet. And then I was shown then how as you vibrate more and as your frequency raises, as you get more knowledge, in other words, as more information comes from your higher self because you're ready for it, so more information comes from outside this universe into your consciousness, into this reality we're experiencing, and then that then raises you up, and then you can start to see reality from a higher perspective. It's not hierarchical, it's just how it works. It's just from a lower dimension, a more solid one, to a higher dimension, less solid. And so I was shown then how all these like these progressions of our projection of our consciousness from outside this universe into it, and how part of our journey, what we do, the entire purpose of our existence, not just in this life but in everything, is to come into like a universe just like this, start at a lower level, progress through it, experience it, learn, because you're a creator, you're a potential creator of a universe, you're like an apprentice creator. So you have these journeys and you have every possible angle, of the most baddest to the bestest, in every opportunity, in all the different realities out there, all the different realms, all the different planets, all the different galaxies. They're all inside this 15-dimensional sea of light matrix, let's say, holographic matrix, and you're going through that and you're learning as you're going, and it might take hundreds of billions of years, but as you start to rise up all these different dimensions with more and more experience, and you don't get to the next level until you've gone through everything that you possibly need to ascertain to get to that level. And then once you get to a 15th dimension, right, that's when you're at a level where you're nearly ready to graduate, so to speak. So at this point, this is when then you go back to source. So we hear a lot about how we're going to go back to source, how we're fractals of source, which we are, but we go back to source with all this knowledge that we've accumulated in hundreds of billions of years, and then that gives us the experience then to be a creator ourselves. And I don't just mean a creator of his own reality, I'm on about a creator of another entire universe. And that's what this reality is all about. It's all about us coming in here, from the bottom, having experiences for hundreds of billions of years, or however long it takes, whatever, and then you are then qualified, so to speak, to become a creator. And what happens then is, so you go out of this matrix, you go to the beyond the 15 dimensions, you're back to source, but you're also an individual as well as source consciousness. It's all the same. And then you, from that position, you can then create a universe of your own. You can go into that universe and you can start the process all over again, from the creation of a brand new universe with its own whatever set of laws you want to have there, whatever experiences you want to set up, whatever, as I call them, roller coaster rides of, you know, different planets, different experiences. And then you start to detach parts of yourself into this universe. So parts of yourself then is creating another fresh set of dimensions, experiences, and then from this sea of consciousness outside of all these matrices where sources, individual souls might decide, oh, that universe looks really interesting, I've never ever done any of those experiences, and that's when consciousness starts to come into the universe you've created. And then that's how this reality, what we're in now, how this started, just like that. So that is basically shown the entire existence and purpose of these holographic realities. It's so that we can create through the experience we've had when we've gone through one of these ourselves, and then that gives us the knowledge and the know-how to create a reality, what could be just slightly different, who knows. So this was an absolutely mind-blowing experience I've had today under my pyramid, so I just needed to tell you guys about it. Alright, see you later, bye bye.